Welcome to my channel Young and the Restless Official, where you can get news about. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow, and I am your buddy. Now let's get started. The Young and the Restless, YNR, spoilers tease that Tucker McCall, Trevor St. John, is blowing his volcanic top after being double-dealed by the Abbott family. But they aren't the only ones infuriated by his presence. Is the show building to a whodunit with this character? There are tons of clues that Tucker might just end up deceased before he can tuck tail and run away to the ashram. Here is a list of suspects. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Mamie Johnson. For days and weeks now several Genoa City, Wisconsin residents have been disparaging Tucker for various reasons. In other words, many people have beef with him and thus a reason to see him gone. Mamie Johnson, Veronica Red, came back to town a fierce force to be reckoned with. She was Tucker's business partner but now loathes and despises him for how he treated Ashley Abbott, Eileen Davidson, who she raised like a daughter. Something tells us there are still secrets between Mamie and Tucker, meaning she has a good reason to get rid of him. YNR spoilers, Kyle Abbott. Kyle pretended to be in league with Tucker to take down his family company Jabot. That was just a ruse. Tucker is furious about being outfoxed and he may take it out on their business partner Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver. If Tucker harms Audra, Kyle could play white knight and come to her defense, with Tucker being the biggest loser. The Young and the Restless spoilers, Ashley Abbott. Ashley has not been herself since marrying and discarding Tucker. One minute she wants to broker peace between the con man and his son Devin Hamilton, Bryden James, and the next she's railing at him. This is called passion, and crimes of passion are committed all the time. Is it time for Ashley to solve her never-ending torment by doing something drastic she surely will regret? Plus, the GCPD is without a police chief now that Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, left. If, and this is only speculation, Tucker is the victim of foul play, this whodunit may never be solved. Then again, it could force Chance back on the force, leaving Sharon Rosales, Sharon Case, upset and providing the perfect opening for Summer Abbott, Allison Lanier, to swoop in. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with YNR right now. Come back here often for the Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates. Genoa City had always been a place of secrets, intrigue, and complicated relationships, but nothing had shaken the town quite like the murder of Tucker McCall. As news spread of his shocking death, the residents were stunned, and soon enough, a wave of suspicion engulfed everyone who had any sort of connection to the enigmatic billionaire. The question on everyone's lips: who killed Tucker McCall? The plot thickened when it was revealed that Tucker had been found dead in his lavish penthouse, a single bullet wound to the chest. While the initial investigation suggested a robbery gone wrong, Genoa City's finest soon realized that the motive ran much deeper. Tucker had his fair share of enemies, both personal and professional. Uncovering who among them had the strongest reason to take his life became the puzzle that would unravel the lives of some of the most powerful people in town. Victoria Newman, business or personal? Victoria Newman, the powerful CEO of Newman Enterprises, had long been at odds with Tucker. Their business dealings were volatile, filled with cutthroat competition and underhanded schemes. Victoria had recently been working on a deal that would edge Tucker out of a major tech merger, something that had infuriated him. Could she have taken things too far, deciding that removing him from the equation was her best move? But it wasn't just business between them. Tucker and Victoria's relationship had always been murky, complicated by a brief romantic entanglement years earlier. Though it ended badly, some wondered if there were still lingering feelings, anger, resentment, maybe even betrayal. If anyone had the resources and the nerve to pull off a murder and make it look like a professional hit, it was Victoria. Ashley Abbott, revenge of a scorned woman? Tucker's romantic past was another web of complications. His on-again, off-again relationship with Ashley Abbott had been a whirlwind of passion, deception, and heartbreak. Though Tucker had recently made overtures to win Ashley back, she had grown weary of his games. They had fought bitterly just days before his death, with Ashley telling him to stay out of her life for good. Despite her long history with Tucker, Ashley had been deeply hurt by his betrayals. While her family rallied around her, some believed Ashley might have finally snapped. Tucker had always known how to push her buttons, and in a town where emotions run high, it wasn't impossible to believe that Ashley could have taken justice into her own hands. After all, the Abbott family had been through their share of scandals, and maybe Ashley was simply cleaning up a mess Tucker had left behind. Adam Newman, the outsider's grudge. Another figure who couldn't escape suspicion was Adam Newman. Tucker and Adam had never seen eye to eye, especially when it came to their mutual interest in acquiring control of Chancellor Winters. Adam had long been scheming to build his own empire, and Tucker's presence in the business world was a constant thorn in his side. There were whispers that Adam had been trying to buy out Tucker's shares in various companies, but Tucker had refused to sell. The animosity between them had grown in recent months, with rumors of backdoor deals and sabotage. Adam had always been a wild card, capable of underhanded tactics, but could he really have murdered Tucker? With Adam's history of playing dirty to get what he wants, it wasn't a stretch to think he could have taken things to the extreme to eliminate his rival. Devon Hamilton, a son's bitter end. Devon Hamilton, Tucker's son, was perhaps the most conflicted of all. Tucker's return to Genoa City had been anything but smooth for Devon, who had struggled to reconcile his feelings for his father. Tucker's attempt to reconnect with his son had been fraught with lies and manipulation, and though Devon had tried to keep the peace, their relationship had always been strained. Just before Tucker's death, the two had a major blowout. Devon had accused his father of meddling in his life and using him for his own gain. Tucker had tried to defend himself, but the damage had been done. Could Devon, overwhelmed by years of anger and unresolved issues, have finally reached his breaking point? For many, the idea that Devon might have been pushed to the edge by his complicated feelings toward his father wasn't hard to believe. Phyllis Summers, the mastermind? One wild card in the investigation was Phyllis Summers. She had always been known for her ruthless, sometimes reckless behavior when it came to getting what she wanted. Phyllis had recently been trying to rebuild her life after a series of personal and professional failures, and Tucker had been standing in her way. Some speculated that Phyllis had been working behind the scenes to gain leverage over Tucker. When her plans didn't go as intended, could she have decided to take matters into her own hands? Phyllis had the motive, the intelligence, and the connections to orchestrate a murder and cover her tracks. But would she go that far?